Welcome to this comprehensive guide on ANOVA, or Analysis of Variance. Imagine you are a scientist testing 3 different fertilizers to see which one grows the tallest plants. You could compare them 2 at a time using t-tests, but what happens when you have many groups? Today, we will explore why ANOVA is the gold standard for comparing multiple means and how it helps us find clarity in a world of data noise. ANOVA was developed by the legendary statistician Ronald Fisher in the 1920s. Its core purpose is to determine if the differences between the averages of 3 or more groups are statistically significant, or if they just happened by chance. Whether you are in healthcare comparing drug treatments or in marketing testing different ad campaigns, ANOVA is your primary tool for group comparison. Section 1. The Logic of Variance. To understand ANOVA, you must understand its name, Analysis of Variance. It sounds counterintuitive. Why analyze variance if we want to compare means? The secret is that ANOVA compares 2 types of variation, the variation between the groups and the variation within each group. If the between variation is much larger than the within variation, we conclude the groups are truly different. Section 2. Why not just use multiple t-tests? This is a crucial statistical concept called alpha inflation. If you perform 3 separate t-tests at a 5% significance level, your overall chance of making a type 1 error, a false positive, actually jumps to about 14%. ANOVA solves this by looking at all groups simultaneously in a single test, keeping our error rate under control. Section 3. The 3 pillars of assumptions. For ANOVA results to be valid, your data must meet 3 criteria. First, independence. Observations must be independent of each other. Second, normality. The data in each group should follow a bell curve distribution. Third, homoscedasticity. The groups should have roughly the same amount of spread or variance. If these pillars crumble, our statistical conclusions might fall with them. Section 4. The F-Statistic. This is the heart of the ANOVA table. The F ratio is calculated as the mean square between divided by the mean square within. Think of it as a signal-to-noise ratio. The signal is the difference caused by our treatments, and the noise is the natural random variation. An F value significantly greater than 1 suggests that the signal is much stronger than the noise. Section 5. A practical example. Let's look at a modern business case. Imagine a company like Netflix testing 3 different thumbnail designs for a new show. Group A sees a character's face, Group B sees an action shot, and Group C sees a logo. By using one-way ANOVA, the data scientists can determine if one design leads to significantly more clicks than the others, or if the variation in clicks is just random user behavior. Section 6. Post-hoc Tests. ANOVA is what we call an omnibus test. It tells us that a difference exists, but it doesn't tell us where it is. If our ANOVA gives us a significant p-value, we then perform a post-hoc test, like Tukey's HSD. This allows us to compare pairs of groups specifically to identify which one is the winner without inflating our error rate. In summary, ANOVA is a powerful statistical framework that allows us to move beyond simple pairs and analyze complex systems of data. By partitioning variance, we gain a deep understanding of how different factors influence our outcomes. Remember, statistics is not just about numbers, it's about telling the story of the data with confidence. References: Ronald A. Fisher, Statistical Methods for Research Workers.